Welcome to today's Pick a Card reading. This is a reading for the spring equinox or Ostara, but at any time that you come across this video, it is also a timeless reading. So the way that a pick a card works, pick a card, any card, is you select a card. I know that sounds simple. You select the one that resonates the most with you. I would say gut feeling always is the best one, but also you can take some time to meditate, marinate on it as well. You can pause the video. There will also be a photo in the thumbnail of the card options. And they also have attached with them another fun thing. Group 1 is signified by this adorable flying blue pig. His name is Cuthbert, and Cuthbert is such a good boy. So he is for group 1. So him and this kitty cat here are group 1. It's a good little Cuthbert. Group 2 is signified by this beautiful little bird whistle. Her name is Gertrude, and she's so good and beautiful. So her and this boar and pumpkin here are group 2. So if you feel drawn to them, there they are. And group 3 is signified by Bluter. Bluter, the whale butter dish. His name is Bluter. My partner named him because it's like blue and butter. If you can't tell, blue's kind of our thing. His little tail got damaged, so we had to glue it back on. He's been through it, but he's so good. Good little Bluter. So Bluter is group 3. So there's going to be timestamps in both the description and in the play feed video of the chapters that will help you find group 1, group 2, and group 3. Take a little time, figure out which one you're feeling drawn to, and I will see you there. Welcome, group 1. So you felt the most drawn to Cuthbert the blue flying pig and the cat and the lavender. Independence. So we'll move Cuthbert over here. He's a good boy. And we're just gonna scooch the cat and the lavender over here a little bit. There we go. Cards have been shuffled. This deck, because of the trimming that I did on it, which is real rough, as you can see, there's a video about it. I have to kind of shuffle this way, but I did a full, like, put it on the ground, mash it around, shuffle with it as well, because it just does not shuffle well the other way. So we're going to begin with your recent past and see where we're kind of starting off at. Yeah, that's the one. Ooh. The moon. So here in the moon card, we've got dreams. Both good and bad dreams. There are the secrets that are lurking, hidden from yourself, as well as beautiful things that might be hidden from yourself. There's darkness. There's a lot hidden, but also there's the possibility of things being revealed. So you've kind of been in that kind of meditative state, whereas outwardly it seems that you are resting, but inside there's a lot going on that maybe you don't even know about. You might not even be aware of the level of things that are going on. Guides. What is going on in the shadows here in the recent past for our beautiful group ones, guides? Whoop, there we go. Yes, okay. Four of Cups, very interesting because group one in the last set of pick a card readings that I did also was having that Four of Cups moment. In the Four of Cups, there's a sense of boredom. There's a sense of lethargy. There's a cup that's being offered. There's a choice to be made. But this person either isn't aware of the option that's being offered or is purposefully ignoring it. But we definitely have hidden. There's something hidden. Ooh, my charms are catching on to the cards there. But you're bored with what's been happening. You're not into it. I want a little bit more clarification, guides. Thank you so much for that. On this, what is hidden? What's the choice? What is hidden? What is the choice? Oh yeah, I'm feeling you on the bottom. Oh, all right. We're getting cup energy again, so lots of feels. Ace of Cups. It's almost like an invitation into your emotions. This cup, whatever this choice is that you need to make, regardless of whether you know what it is or not, whether you become aware of it yet or not, whether you've been ignoring it, it's crucial. It is crucial. Possibly crucial to your independence itself. And I'm trying to get a read on whether you're already independent or independence is what needs to be reached, where you need to go to gain some independence. But there's definitely a strong emotional component, a strong dreamscape component, and a strong need for action. A strong need for action. I'm just going to set that there for a moment. And now, guides, please give me some direction. Thank you, guides. On the present. Where are they at now? Where is the presence? What is the present guidance for group one? Feeling you. Ooh. Okay. We have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is a card of like kind of playful conflict. But as we know, play fighting can become real fighting, depending on the circumstances. So these rowdy young people here, they're playing, but at some point they may not be playing anymore. There is conflict. There is conflict. So it may be that what's stopping you from acknowledging this cup is that you know that it is going to cause conflict in your life. It might be that this cup, that choosing this cup could upset, could scare, could anger, could make sad. People who are close to you in your life, friends, family, work colleagues, that there's going to be conflict surrounding this cup. And that is not fun. So I'm definitely, the read that I'm getting on this right now is that independence is what you need. Now, being truly independent does not mean that you can't have anybody help you, that you're on your own. Independence also needs to be balanced with, what's the word that we want to use here for this? You still need to be open to receiving help from others and help from spirit, help from source, whatever it is that you connect with. But you also need to be able to set out on your own and really do something. And there are ways to minimize conflict, but sometimes conflict is needed to get you where you need to go. The other imagery in this card is this black hen here. And this imagery comes from the story of Taliesin. And it's a long story. I won't go off on it. I know last time I really was just flying off into my Mabinogi situation, but we're gonna be a little calmer. But anyway, Taliesin, there's a whole like transformation flight scene. Very similar to if you have seen the Sword in the Stone Disney film, kind of like that. There's a pursuit, and Taliesin, who at this point is Gwion-Bach, changes into all these different creatures, and Ceridwen, who's pursuing him, the like witch goddess, she keeps changing form as well in her pursuit to catch him because he's done her wrong and she's going to take him out. He turns into a grain of wheat. That's his last option. He is turned into a fish, into a bird, like all sorts. This is his last dash attempt. I'm going to turn into a grain of wheat, hidden amongst a bunch of other grains of wheat, and then she won't find me. And she realizes he's done this, and she's like, turns into a hen, and she eats every single solitary grain of wheat. So she eats him and then becomes pregnant with him and then births him in a new form. Symbolism. Mythology is fun. So Gwion-Bach isn't independent at this point if he's in Ceridwen's womb, but he is birthed into the new form of Taliesin, the prophet, the bard, the kind of a Merlin character. There's a lot more to that. You know, not really magician, but more prophet. So there's a time in the womb, but then there's also the birthing. So that's there, and that's terrifying because Gwion loses his independence at this point when he's in the womb, but it's in order to gain more. And because we're having cups here, there's a cup being offered, and oh my word, the reason she's pursuing him in the first place is because he partook of the potion of Awen that was meant for her son. He drank it. It was on accident, or maybe it wasn't. Depends on which version of the story you're looking at. Might have been a little bit of craftiness there, but yeah. You need to taste the goddess's potion, whatever that means for you. And you might lose a little bit of independence in that moment, but then gain it later. You might gain it later. You will gain it later. That's what I mean to say. You will gain it later. But it's not going to be fun. Like being eaten, even symbolically, isn't fun, unless you're into that. But it's not fun. But it's what has to be done. You might have to lose control of the situation to later be able to have control. So given that, in the present moment, you're kind of in the thick of it. You're in the thick of it and you need to make that choice. Sip that cup, take the cup, look behind you. You need to move out of that boredom. Take out your wand, have the battle. Anger, anger the goddess. Be pursued. Run, 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 run. Because that's what's going to get you to the next part of your journey. So what are we heading toward? If group 1 selects and chooses to turn and sip from this cup, what is group 1 heading towards? Thank you for that, guides. I'm feeling that. Ooh. The sun. Interesting that we started out with the moon in the darkness with the hidden secrets. And then we choose to partake of the cup. It's not an easy choice. Bad things what feel to be bad things might happen. But the end result is you being seen. You becoming the sun and just shining. Whatever this thing is, whatever this cup is that you need to drink to start this process, to start this process of your this spiritual actualization, is going to make you incredibly visible. You're going to be shining like the sun. You're going to be powerful. You're going to be something fresh and new. Because we got a little baby here, just like little baby Taliesin. And Taliesin, there's a bunch of things that lead up to this, but when he is finally discovered by the people who are going to raise him, his forehead is shining. His name literally means the radiant brow, because he is filled with that much inspiration, that much awen, that it's apparent from the very start. And that's going to be you. You are going to be shining so bright that people can't even look at you straight on. They're going to have to kind of avert their gaze for a second sometimes, because you are just powerhouse glowing. Powerhouse glowing. Not even glowing, no, shining, burning. Taking this cup and dealing with the conflict and the deep unpleasantness of beginning this thing, to take the drink of this cup, it will change you forever. It will set you on an entirely new course. And the end result is that you will be a source of light for others. You will walk into a room and bring light, bring wisdom, bring insight, bring inspiration to those in that room. And it is so important. Whatever this cup is, whatever drops of this potion that you need to partake of, it is going to radically change your life. It is going to take you out of the murky darkness. You're not just going to be lounging in this tree like this person here. It is going to change your life. And it will change other people's life as well, because we are all connected. So even though you are independent, you are still connected to everybody else. And so by choosing, finally making this choice, turning around and acknowledging what's being offered to you, is going to change everything. That's a big statement to make, Wonderfully, but here we are. It's going to change everything. You are going to be shining so bright. Let's get one more card. Let's get one more card. I want a little bit more just because I am intrigued. This is intense. This is intense. The point that you are at right now is intense, and it feels intense. I get that. It feels very intense. Like, it might be starting out feeling like, ooh, we're playing, we're having fun. But then it gets serious. But that's okay. You're going to make it through it. And you're going to be shining. Ooh, there we go. It's you. It's you. Oh, it's also you. I'm feeling both of you. That always happens. But we have to just go with what Spirit says. What do we got here? Ooh, okay. So not only are you the Sun, but you're also the King of Cups. So you've taken that cup and you become the King of Cups. You are sat in sovereignty within your emotions. That confusion is lifting. You're sat in sovereignty there. And also justice. By being the Sun and by being the King of the Cups, you know how to get to the cup. You imbibe the cup. You drink it, even if it's difficult. You could bring justice. By being the Sun, you can help bring justice for others. You can help bring balance for others. You can help bring safety to others. This is vital. You choosing to light yourself up in this way, to burn like the sun, is going to bring order. Make things equal night and day, equal sun and moon. You are going to be a force of equinox. Okay? Shining. You're the Sun, baby. You are the Sun, baby, or you're going to be. Things are going to get illuminated. I don't think it's going to necessarily be a real fun time, but I think it is going to be vital. So at this point of this reading, what you need to think about is, you can't just be this. It is not the time to be loafing around. It really isn't. Have the rest that you need, but indecision, inaction, Not a thing right now. You got to drink the cup. You got to shine. That is super exciting. I don't think I have anything more on that. I feel like we've done it. I feel like I'm shining now, man. The energy off of this is like, whoa, all up in me. Okay. Of course, you know, I have my secret, not so secret other oracle card to finish off, the bow on the end. And this card, just like the other oracle card, was chosen, was drawn before I began the readings. And so the card for you is Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. What I feel from the rest of what's happening in this reading is that you have been drifting and you will drift. Oh my word. Okay, so Taliesin, after, I'm sorry, I can't help it. I can't help it. I do well stuff. Sorry. Welcome to my channel. This is what I do. When Cariadwen is pregnant with Gwion Bach, who becomes Taliesin, the whole time she's like, I'm going to kill this. I can't. Like, I'm upset. But as soon as she sees baby Taliesin, she can't kill it, which is great because that would be pretty awful. So she puts him in a little coracle fake skin bag situation, sets him adrift in a river, and he drifts around for like, I want to say it's like 40 years. It is a while. He is drifting, but that's a part of, like, for what Taliesin is meant to be, he needs more than just a 9-month gestation period. He needs longer. I think it's like 40 years, something like that, until he is found by, I want to say it's like a prince or something. They find this, they are like, oh, what is this? And they open it up and they're like, oh, it's a child with a glowing forehead. So you've been drifting. But we are coming up to the point where you need to stop drifting. I mean, obviously, yeah, you've got to experience life as it comes. But it's time for that. The drifting period is ending. You will be fished out of the river. You will be revealed. And then it's time to shine. It's time to burn, okay? So that's what I'm getting from this. That's what I feel. I think it is absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me today, and hopefully I will get to read for you again. Thank you so much. Take good care of yourself. Use your discernment, as always. Use your discernment and your intuition when you're choosing which cup to drink from, okay? Be safe. Good self-care. Very good self-care. Take very good self-care of yourself, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Welcome, Group 2, to your Ostara Spring Equinox reading. You chose the Boar and the Pumpkin. Confidence. Not gonna lie, the Boar and the Pumpkin is one of my favorite cards in the Woodland Wardens. So cute. I just love him. And Gertrude, the bird whistle. You're the only ones that have a musical instrument in your reading, so that's absolutely delightful. So we're just gonna move Gertrude over here. There she is. And we're gonna move the Boar and the Pumpkin over here. So let's begin. Yeah, these cards have been cleansed after the last reading and given a real good on the ground swooshed, mashed around reshuffling. Let's begin with guides. Whoop. Oh, yep, I didn't even have to finish the question. I was going to say recent past. It was already, it's this one. 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups, it shows this gentleman here at the end of a dinner party. And it must have been a real good one, because he just looks satisfied and content. He's just like, ah, yeah, that was good. So that is a lovely energy for you to have been in the recent past. Because you're just, yes, that contentment. So I want a little bit more about the recent past, guides. What are we content about? I'm drawn to both of these, so we're gonna do it. We always trust that intuition. I'm gonna set you here for later, and we're gonna start with this one. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles, she is like ultimate earth mama. We've got fertility, new growth happening. Her feet are bare, they're touching earth. And she's also creating music, which I find interesting because she's beating on this drum here. And you picked the musical reading. So perhaps it's I don't know, maybe you're a musician and you just played a show or wrote a new song or something, and you're just feeling like, ah, yes, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Yes, this Queen of Pentacles, she is very springtime, very earth. So maybe that you've been in your zone. You've been making music. You've been celebrating. That is beautiful. And then what was that other one we got? Oop, the 4 of Swords. Oh, okay. So what I see here, there's that contentment and that connection to the earth and to music, to inspiration, creativity. And also plotting. You have an idea. You're ruminating as well. This gentleman here, like, he's ruminating. He's a little scary looking, I'm not gonna lie. I would not want to be wending my way down the woodland paths and come across this gentleman with his 4 swords. I would try not to make eye contact or make polite conversation. But there's something brewing in this gentleman's mind. I'm not feeling that what's brewing in your mind is negative. But you've been in that flow and you're like, right, there's something new. I'm thinking. What are we thinking about then? Set him like that. Beautiful. What are we thinking about? In the present, we're going to transition into the present here. What is being thought about? Thank you, guides. What is being thought about? I'm feeling that one. Oh, wow. Okay, so you are up in the court cards. A lot of rulership is occurring. King of Wands. Okay, so what you're ruminating on, possibly, after you've been partying and just really in a area of deep connection, is action. Fire, decisive action. The King of Wands, he's ready to go. Action. And this gentleman is as well. And honestly, these two gentlemen look kind of similar. Maybe they're related. Maybe they're the same guy. I'm not sure. There's a kinship here. You're ready to take action. You're ready to take action on something, which makes sense because you're feeling that confidence. Confidence. So, yeah, you're like, right, I've got my affairs in order. I've got some things sorted out. I'm like a well-rested, like things are sorted. I know what's up. And now I'm ready for the next phase. It's time. It's time. Okay. All right. So where are we at in the present? Where are we at in the present, guys? I want to know. What are we ruminating on? Oh, I forgot to do the flower thing. I did the flower thing on the first one. You get flowers too. Flower petals for the spring. You get flower petals for the spring too. I was just that ready to go. I forgot. Oh, there we go. I feel you. Right. Oh, okay. Let's just I think that my fingers, my energy is a magnet for this card. We've talked a lot about it. Perhaps it is that on the outside, maybe I shouldn't have done the flower petals then, but I don't know. It just felt right. It felt right. We go with it. We go with the flow here, my darlings. We go with a flow. On the outside, you're looking like, oh, yeah. And there's a bit of satisfaction there. But on the inside, there's something weighing heavily on you. Maybe a sense of, this can't be all there is. Like, ooh, this is coming. This card is coming as well. Prince of Swords. Wow. Really up in the court energy. And also we're seeing, we've got Earth. We've got all 4 suits here. We have swords. We have wands. We have lots of swords, mostly swords, but we got all 4 here. And the Prince of Swords action, but maybe the Prince of Swords action. See, unlike the King of Wands, the King of Wands' action, his fire, for me, it feels like it's well thought through. And that's why I've kind of associated him with this gentleman here. He is thinking. The action that is taken is very decisive. The Prince of Swords, he's young. He's young, okay? He just kind of jumps in there. He is charging into battle, but maybe he hasn't thought about it very much. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to be doing this. But there's something underlying. Underneath the contentment and the satisfaction you're feeling in life right now and displaying to some extent, there's something bothering you. There's something keeping you up at night. And so presently, the present energy is that we're wanting to meditate on an action. I'm really feeling no on this. No. We're not rushing into anything. We're wanting to meditate, but we can't stay meditating on it forever. We can't just sit in the forest with our swords looking terrifying to passerbys forever. The King of Wands knows we need to act. The Prince of Swords is like, all right, daddy. This isn't his daddy. I think the King of Swords is his daddy. Yes, I just accidentally channeled Junior Gork from the Fraggles. Daddy, I'm ready to go. So I almost say your higher self is like, right, we've been taking time. We're in a good position to think about the next move. We have definitely taken our time with that. Now it's time to spring into action. So you're kind of being sent into battle by yourself, by your higher self. It's like, right, no, you can go in there. Charge on in. Put on your fun little helmet with pointy bits, go for it. Go for it. Because if you don't want to keep being here. Vacillate. It might even be, ooh, okay. The current state that you're in is comfortable. But there's that little back of your brain, just back of your brain. It's like, oh, there's something more. There's something more. There's something more. We've got to do something. But which to choose? What to choose? What to choose? You need confidence about that direction. What to choose? What to choose? Beautiful energy of, peace. We don't want to lose that. And I think that's why, as you're trying to consider what direction you're going, there's a bit of this in this. Because you're just, you don't want to mess anything up. You've got it. There's some things that are real sweet in the situation. You don't want to leave. So that's going to be a bit stressful deciding on that next move. What's the next move? What's the next move? Right. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Thank you, guides and spirit. What is the next move? How does group 2 know what choice to make? I felt you. Okay. Oh, okay. Right. 8 of Wands. Send in that spear. That's all movement. Like the Rider-Waite Smith deck, this card is literally just 8 wands flying through the air. There is no person. It's just them flying through the air. But in this version of that card, there is a person and they have picked up a singular wand and thrown it. So this person has made a decision. They chose a wand to throw. It may be that they are about to throw all of the wands into the air, but in the moment that's captured here, 1. So they have chosen. I'm feeling a sense of indecision. Indecision is no fun, but it comes from a good place. You don't want to mess anything up. You don't want to mess anything up. I get that. I get that. Right. But that doesn't really answer which wand we're choosing. Thank you very much. Thank you, guides. Thank you, spirit. What is their sign to know which wand we're throwing first? Or if we're throwing the wand. Like, where are we going? What are we doing? You. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. King of Pentacles. Sorry. I don't mean to. We have so much royalty. We've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles. And this and as well as the Prince of Swords and the King of Wands. It's everybody. Everybody. We're having a royal banquet. All of the dignitaries of the land have come together to have the banquet. Okay. This King of Pentacles, this image for the King of Pentacles is showing a lot of balance. He is so grounded. We have fire and this blue kind of rain cloud filled sky. This King of Pentacles, I trust him to make a good decision. This gentleman, if I come unto this gentleman and say, hey, help me make a decision, I trust that he's going to give me a pretty reasonable, grounded answer. So I think it's all in the balance. It's all in the balance. for you. Balancing things. Balancing things. You want a good mixture of your Nine of Cups. That celebration, that creativity, and action. And meditation. So you want to balance. You want to balance out the thoughts. We don't want to do this. We never want to do this. I never want to do this. We want to balance out the action and the groundedness. That's what we want. We want to balance out, I mean, and this is good, I mean, generally, we want to balance out our celebration and our song with knowing when to go to war. Not literal wars. I do not condone literal wars, but, you know, spring into action in life situations. I need a little bit more. This is, I'm not going to lie. Group 2. This reading, I'm feeling that indecisiveness, and I do not blame you, because even the cards, even the guides are kind of like, oh, there's a lot at stake here. So guides, how do they achieve that balance? How do they achieve that balance? Okay. Okay. I feel it. I feel it. Right. Queen of Wands. You achieve the balance by being the Queen of Wands. Okay. Let's get it. Oh my word. How? I love you. I love you, Tarot. I love you, Tarot. I love you, Tarot, so much. But how are we doing this? How are we doing this thing where all of the... If I keep going, will it just be all the royals? Like, this is shuffled. Right. So the Queen of Wands. I mean, the Queen of Wands, there's some similarities with her cousin here, the Queen of Pentacles. There's an earthiness to her. There's a groundedness to her. There's also a sexiness to the Queen of Wands. She's kind of considered the sexy card. She knows what she wants. She's a very confident woman, and she knows how to get it. And her fire is balanced with like an emotional intelligence, which I do believe you have. So the way that you would find the balance is the king of, we don't want to be in a, regardless of gender, we don't want to kind of be in this masculine energy. We want that room for intuition. You need to trust your intuition. You've already sort of gained that balance. You've already gained that balance a bit. Just trust yourself. Don't fight with yourself. Just trust yourself. Trust yourself and act. Because you are in a very sovereign moment within yourself. The creativity. Oh my word. Yeah, you know how to take that moment to have that thought. You know how to enjoy and celebrate. You've got that. There can be that rest. You know how to command the action. You know how to sing. Be grounded in yourself and the earth. Sing your heart song out. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do this. Quite simply, what you need to do is this. Trust your gut, grab that wand, throw it, go in that direction. You're not impulsive. You're just going. You're just going. You understand balance. You are court cards for days because you understand balance. Just trust yourself that you can do that. Trust yourself, okay? Because you have incredible, like, emotional and social intelligence. Trust yourself that you can call forth what you want. Because this queen, she doesn't need to beg for things. With a glance, her people know what she wants them to do. She's confident. Embrace your confidence, my friend. Embrace that confidence because you have it. Your song, I want to blow the whistle again. It's you. Blow the whistle. Go for it. Just go for it. Pick a wand and go for it because you are very sovereign, okay? You do not need to fret. You know how to maintain stability and balance. You know how to command. Pick a wand already, okay? Just trust yourself. Do that. Listen to others. Keep that balance, regardless of gender, of that masculine and feminine energy. Because you've got both. Let it flow. That's what I want to say right now. Let it flow. Whoosh. Yes, we're blowing the whistle again. Yes. Thank you for that, guides. I don't know what just happened. Y'all really took me on a journey. My guides and you all, group 2, you took me on a marvelous journey and invited all of the royalty. Invited them all. And you know what? It was a fantastic party we just had. Yeah. You be that adorable. Woo! Woo! See, even the card wants to go. The boar says, pick a wand already, okay? You've got this. Trust yourself. And then our secret oracle card, which isn't so very secret, but I like to call it the secret one, the one that I hide, that I don't show in the thumbnail. It's the perfect storm. The courage to step into life. Fun fact about the secret ones, which of course I draw at the same time as the not secret oracle cards. I totally forget what they are by the time I look at them again. Like, they're turned over. I do not remember. But that sums this situation up perfectly. You have the courage, you have the confidence to step into life. So do it. It's the perfect storm. Just stay in balance, stay in the eye of the storm. Perhaps you are the storm and you're perfect. Love you. So you stay in that perfect storm, you just do it. You ride it. You're in the eye of that storm and just go, okay? Okay? I don't even think I need to say anything more about this because here we go. And oh, look. Also, this was chosen before I pulled the cards, if that makes sense. Perfect. So this little bird flute, eye of the storm, okay? Okay? All right. This happened. Go forth. Thank you for joining me. I hope I get to read for you again at some point. Have a fantastic day. Balance, self-care, be good to yourself, be good to others. And I'll talk to you later. Bye. Welcome, Group 3. You chose Bluter, the blue butter dish whale. There is not butter in him currently. He's hungry. You chose Bluter, the blue butter dish whale. And the lizard and the pitcher plant. Stagnation. Not saying you're stagnant. Maybe you do feel stagnant. I want to mention, because the guidebook is fantastic for the Woodland Wardens deck, which is what this is, that the pitcher plant is carnivorous. And I didn't, because obviously I chose this first and then pulled the cards. The pitcher plant is carnivorous, and I'm definitely thinking either Jena and the whale or Pinocchio when they get eaten by the whale, you know, going into the belly of the well. And I suppose if you are in someone's digestive system, maybe you do feel a bit stagnant. And the pitcher plant apparently can trap and eat lizards, which is, sorry guys, sorry, this got dark real quick, but, and of course, lizards, like say if the pitcher plant grabs its tail and the tail comes off, the lizard can regenerate the tail and it grows back. So lizards symbolize growth and regeneration and rebirth. So we're not staying stagnant for long, okay? Okay. So we're just gonna scooch Bluter over to give us a little bit more room, but he's still here. And we're gonna scooch over the carnivorous plant. Hello, welcome to my channel. Whoa. Get some flower petals out for you. Yes. Fresh flowers. It's spring. So we have fully, like, this deck has been very reshuffled and cleansed after the last reading. It has been put on the ground and mashed and around. So we're good and clean. And so what we're going to start off with is your recent past energy, okay? Oh, we already jumped. Didn't even have to. That happens to me. That happens to me. Before I even ask the guides, spirit, the question, a card's already, boom. My cards are very dramatic. That makes sense. My guides are very dramatic. I'm very dramatic. Drama, you know, we're fun. We're fun. We like to keep it fun here. Ah! Speaking of very dramatic cards. Okay. This is not a negative thing. Okay, we're not being negative here. We are not negative babies. We are positive babies. The Tower. I am not sure whether the Tower is the recent past. I mean, it came out for recent past. Perhaps that's why you feel stagnant. Something's been taken away from you. You've suffered a loss, and I am so sorry. My heart is hurting right now. Okay, not my physical heart, my spiritual heart. You're like the lizard. You feel like you've been trapped by the carnivorous plant. You didn't die, but you lost something, like your tail. And yeah, that's a Tower moment. You've had something taken away from you, and it hurt. It hurt bad, and I am so sorry. And if the people who did that to you, or whatever the situation was, even if they never apologize, I just want to say sorry, okay? Because you may never get that. That's a very sad fact of life. Sometimes people don't apologize, but I want to say that to you. I am so sorry that happened. I can very much feel that that was not fun. That was not fun at all. Obviously, that's understating it. Okay, Spirit. Tell me a bit more about... Oh yeah, I can't shuffle it that way. It doesn't work. All right, guides. What was this tower moment? What was this tower moment? Yes. Oh, both of you. Okay, we're doing two. That happens sometimes. Sometimes two want to come out. I'm going to set you there for later. We're going to start with you. I feel that. We're starting with you. The Ace of Wands. I feel like one of the things that was stolen from you, that was taken from you in that tower moment, we're going to go ahead and cover the tower. We don't want to look at that right now. We're going to think about this. Was your sense of agency, that fire. That's why you feel stagnant. You feel like your power has been ripped from you by this situation or whatever this was. It's been ripped from you. You feel like you've lost your power. I forgot to do the incense. Sorry. Welcome to your ADHD reading. Hi, I'm your host, Wanderplea. I need to have incense. Okay, there we go. So you feel like your power was taken from you. Power for action. That's why you feel stagnant. What was the other one? The world. Okay. Yeah. What was stolen? You feel like your power was stolen. You feel like you've lost the world. Also, sorry, I keep forgetting there's some nudity in this deck. Yeah, fine. Okay. This is heavy. This is heavy. This feels very heavy. So where are we at the present? Because obviously this has happened. You've had things stolen from you. You've had things taken from you. You've lost things. And that is so painful. And it's immobilized you. You feel immobilized. So guides, where are we at in the present with this loss? Where are we at? Yeah, it's you. We are at the Seven of Wands. That makes a lot of sense. The Seven of Wands, this person is defending. They're in a better stead. Like, they are on a fortress. They're outnumbered, but they're in a position to hold them back. So, and this makes sense, but they're stagnant, trapped. Okay. Yes, he's protected. Yes, he's in a fortress. But he's also kind of trapped. He's able to hold them off, but he's also not able to go anywhere. If he stops trying to hold them off, they're going to overtake him. But if he keeps going, he's stuck there. And so currently, I feel like the current energy is that that's how you're feeling about this. Kind of been backed into a corner, so of course you're going to feel stagnant, and you are putting all of your energy into trying to protect yourself, possibly to stop it from happening again. Or to just protect what you have left. Yeah, this is very heavy. This is very heavy. I'm trying to be gentle here. I want to be gentle. And firstly, I'm going to send healing vibes. So guides, how can group 3 get out of this situation of feeling trapped because they're having to protect stuff? How do they get away from the fortress so they're not having to fight the stuff off anymore, that they're walking free? How do we move out of this situation so that they can do something new? How do we do that? I'm feeling you. Three of Wands. Now I like this Three of Wands. I think it's quite lovely because this person has, like, these aren't like sticks stuck in the ground. They're like saplings. They're young trees growing. And he's just kind of looking out over the land, allowing these new trees to grow. And so I feel like how we move out of this position is to turn our attention over to what we've planted that is separate from the situation. We're shifting the perspective. We're going to shift the perspective to new life, to the new saplings. And that's difficult. I know that that is difficult. But once you've done it, and his back is turned to us as well. His back is turned to us. We are behind him in this image. His back is turned to us. So I'm feeling, we're not turning our back on the past per se. It's not like it doesn't matter that it didn't happen. But we're journeying to a point where we are able to look out over something new and nurture the new life, the new saplings. And he's not in a defensive pose. He's in a very relaxed pose, in a very meditative pose. He's strong. If he needs to fight, he will. I can feel, like, he's got his muscles. He's strong. But he's not. He's just taking that moment to look out over the vista. There's also a path here. Maybe he's going to go on that path. Maybe not. But he's allowing himself to look out over that, to have that new perspective. Thank you for that, guys. Can we get some more insight onto being able to get from the point? Because we need to get from the point of the Seven of Wands to the Three of Wands. Yes, these. Yes, okay. Okay. The Sun. I think, okay, this is real simple and basic. I think you literally need to get some sunlight. I mean, don't get a sunburn. Don't, partake of the sun wisely and safely. Sunbathe responsibly. But yeah, this is springtime. We've got daffodils over here, and the little sun baby is out just enjoying I think you need to spend some time, like nature. Connect with the earth. Go out in the sun, in the fresh air. Look out over the vistas. Go for some nice long walks in nature, you know, areas where there are not buildings everywhere. You need to get out into the countryside. Give yourself that time of rest. You don't need to stay here, okay? You don't need to keep defending right now. You need to go out into the fresh air and have some rest, okay? Because you've been through a lot. And regeneration and rebirth takes time. The lizard doesn't just suddenly, boop, pop, new tail, okay? The lizard doesn't do that. It takes time for that tail to regrow. And that tail is different from the tail that the lizard lost. And I know it hurts, but you can't really get back what's gone. You have to grow something new. But growing something new takes time. And in that time of healing, oh, I feel like I'm going to start crying. I'm really feeling this, guys. I just want to hug you. In this time of healing and regenerating, you need that birth. Not birth, you don't need birth. What am I saying? Oh yeah, you need rebirth. Yes, you're rebirthing yourself. But that healing, that calm, no. Try to not do this. I mean, definitely defend yourself and protect yourself, but you don't need to stay here, okay? Get on the nice little horsey. Go out into the sunlight. Walk on the path. Observe the new things that are in your life. And just allow yourself to heal, okay? And there was another card that came out. We're going to look at that. The Four of Swords. I feel like this speaks to, like, this gentleman is in a resting pose. He is resting. He's ruminating. The day is ending. The sun's setting. I feel like this is the sun setting. He has weapons, so if he needs to defend himself, he will. But he's not actively battling anybody. Okay? He's ready, but he's not actively doing it. He's in a relaxed pose. His mind is very active, but he is in a relaxed pose. So finding that balance where you don't have to be defending your little corner, but instead you're ready, you know how to defend yourself, but you're not actively having to fight off people. That is ideal because you are healing, okay? Take some deep breaths. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind. As best you can in the situation, try to get out into the sun. Try to take in fresh new things. It may take a while, okay? But you're going to get through this. You're going to have that protection. You're going to get through this, okay? You've got this. And Spirit's got this, the universe has got this, whoever your source is, they've got this as well for you. You are protected. You are precious. You are loved. And you are going to heal, okay? You're going to heal. You're going to heal. Let's just do one more. Let's go. Where are we headed to after this healing process? Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yes. Oh, yeah. It's the Five of Cups. And yes, this is the card of grieving. It's the card of grieving. But the beautiful thing about this card is that even though these are lost, there's still 2 cups. There's still 2 remaining that are full. They haven't been dumped out. They're not spilled. And even though this person doesn't necessarily notice them behind them, they are there. There is hope. And that's what I feel led to say, is there is hope. In the middle of the grief, there is hope, okay? I just kind of want to sit here and breathe with you for a minute. Because that's what's needed right now. Just breathing through it, okay? I'm gonna put the sun back in front here because that's where we're headed, okay? That's where you're headed. It's gonna be all right. I know it doesn't feel that way, but this is a healing journey, and there are so many wonderful things ahead for you. There's so many wonderful things in store for you. Okay? Yeah. Now we're going to look at, I always pull another oracle card to be kind of the bow on the end of the reading. And so we're going to pull this. Now, it was bizarre when I pulled it and realized that both of these cards said stagnation, but this was the first one I pulled. It was stagnation, and then it was moving out of stagnation, Dust Devil, which is scary because when tower moments happen, when tower life situations, when tower weeks, months, years happen, it's scary. It's chaotic. But it does take you to another place in life. Okay. So in the middle of that whirling dervish that's occurring, this whirling, the dust will eventually settle. Okay. The dust will settle. You will regrow. You will regroup. And new beautiful trees will grow, okay? And please, this is very important. You don't have to do the healing journey alone. You don't have to go this alone. If you have access to professional help, I encourage you to take advantage of that. If you unfortunately do not have access to it, then if there's someone you trust that you can speak with about it, definitely go to them, because you don't have to do this alone. Don't be alone. And just be gentle. You know, the basic things. Make sure you're drinking water. Make sure you're eating. And eventually the sun will come out again, okay? Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope I get to read for you again. And yeah, my heart's going out to you, and I'm just trying to send as much healing, positive energy your way. Take good care of yourself, guys. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.